Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about the assembly level program to subtract the byte of values in the RAM location of 34H and 35H, and we are going to store it across the register R5 and R6. In the previous video, we have learned how we are going to add the two values that is present in the RAM location 34H and 35H. These are all the basic arithmetic and logic operations. So if we are going through the program as I have explained previous video, we are going to choose the ORG, that is origin at the 00H, and just like the addition instruction, here we are going to use this subtraction instruction. Since this is also an indirect addressing mode, we are going to mention 34H, that is we are going to move this 34H across the R0, and we are going to move the 00H value across the register R6. Once we have moved, this is the indirect addressing mode. So at R0 represents the value which is we have stored across the 34H address location that will be moved to the accumulator. Then the next logic is to increment the R0. So 34H will become 35H, and we are going to subtract the value. In the previous addition, we had just used it as add A comma B. So similar to that, we have used sub B A comma B. So here you need to observe this sub B. So here sub represents the subtraction. B represents subtract B, that is the value B from A. So here many of the students will get confused, that is whether we need to subtract the value of A from B or B from A. So here is a simple logic. When we are mentioning sub B represents subtract the value of B from the A. And here we need to next move the value from the accumulator. By default, after subtraction, the value will be stored across A, and that value will be moved to this register R5. We can just observe at doing the execution there. And next we are going to jump across the exit if there are no carries, decrement R6. So here don't get confused with the subtraction and the decrement value. Always remember the decrement instruction, that is this instruction will always reduce the value by 1. For example, if we are having R6 is equal to 34, the pointer, the value will be reduced by only one value, that will become 33. So here subtraction is used for subtracting the value, reducing the value at that particular pointer. So you can just learn that while doing the execution. We'll move on to the execution. We need to select this build target as it is. We are going to get the 0 errors if you're having no errors here. Then debug, start debugging. Here we are having the values. So let me just store the values as 96. It is just for an example. 96 across 35. We can make it as 99. We have stored the values now. We will go on to the stepwise execution. You can observe we are storing the value 34H at R0 and 00H at R6. Next is incrementing R0. So we are moving the value, that is R0 value, what we have mentioned here, that is 96, right? So you can observe that has been moved across the accumulator A. Once the value has been moved, we are going to increment this R0. See, now 34H has become 35H. So once it has moved across the 35, we are having the value it as 99. So this will be moved across the register B. Right, we have got it here, the 99. As I already told, we are going to subtract the value of B from the value of A. You can observe, as I told you previously, we are going to get the value it as F, D, FF. The same values are being executed here. That is at R5 we are storing the value FD, and at R6 the remaining carry values FF. So it is a simple program for the arithmetic and logic unit for explaining the subtraction. Thank you.